Hi guys, and welcome to Quinton's Guitar Corner. And in today's episode I'm going to be showing you guys how to play a chicken picking lick that I came up with in the key of D that helps you travel around the fretboard with relative ease. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Okay guys, so now I'm going to show you how to play this lick. So when I do chicken picking type licks, I hold my plectrum my traditional way, but when I do the finger pluck, I do it with this finger here. Sometimes I'll use both depending on what the lick is, but essentially it's this lick in particular only requires you to use this finger when you're doing the finger plucking. So to start off with, you want to bend on the 13th fret on the B string to the 15th fret, so you're sounding the D. And then as you, I guess, want to go into the next section, that's when you get ready. And you finger pluck the 10th fret on the high E string, so the D, and then you pick with a downstroke the 13th fret on the B string. So let's just play that in context. Then hammer on, and then pull off from the 15th fret. So hammer on, pull off from the 15th fret. So pull off from the 15th to the 13th to the 10th. So you only pick two notes to, once you start getting into the sequence of it. So you finger pluck the 10th fret on the high E, the D, then you come down with downstroke using the pick. So the next section of that particular lick, you're then going to travel across to the G string. So once you hit the 10th fret on the B string, you then pick the 13th fret on the G string, and then you finger pluck the 10th fret on the B, and then you come back to the 13th fret which you pick on the G. Sounds like a lot of notes, but it's actually not. It sounds overly complicated for what it is that I'm doing, but I want to kind of, put out this sort of dime bag type Zakk Wylde kind of feel. And, I do use this lick in quite a lot of leads actually when I do get the chance to do leads in my band. So the context is do that slowly. Then you pull off to the 12th fret on the G string, and then pull off again to the 10th fret on the G string as well. So in context, So what you do is once you've done this in context, you then hammer on to the 12th fret on the G string, and then crawl up to the 13th fret on the G string as well. So with this sort of economy of motion that I have going on with the pick, I'm not actually doing that much with my right hand, it's more the left hand work. So, in context, and once you've done that climb to the 13th fret on the G string, you basically just repeat the section again. So from the top, you go So once you have that repeated twice, then it starts to change and you go into more of a traditional legato type passage across the fretboard. So and then you would essentially do that lick twice in terms of the passage, and then once you get to the 13th fret on the G, you then finger pick the 10th fret on the B, and then pick with the plectrum the 13th fret on the G string as well. And then once you've done that and you come back to the 13th fret, you then pull off on the 12th and the 10th fret, and then slide down to the 9th fret on the G string. So then hammer on, and hammer on to the 10th fret on the G string, hammer on to the 12th fret on the G string as well, and then pull off back to the 10th fret and pull off back to the 9th fret on the G string. So then you're going to pull off the 12th fret on the D to the 10th fret, and then to the 8th fret on the D string, and then use the same frets again on the A string, what you end up with as a passage from the hammer-on pull-off section is and then you slide to the 5th fret on the A string, and that's when you're going to assume your next set of chicken pick technique. So you pick down. Once you hit the fret, once you slide down to the 5th fret, and what you're going to do is you're almost going to propel yourself off the 5th fret. So you're not going to start the picking on the 5th fret. You're still going to maintain the strength from the legato passage coming back. And once you've landed on the 5th fret, that's going to give you the momentum, the push to be able to move to the next section and then end accordingly. Once you've landed on the 5th fret, you're then going to pluck the 7th fret on the G string with your finger, the octave, then you're going to pick the 7th fret on the D, Then you're going to finger pick the 6th fret on the B, and then the 7th fret on the G you're going to hit with the plectrum. Then you're going to finger pick the 5th fret on the high E. Then you're going to, using the regular pick on the 6th fret on the B. So once you get to the, and you're about to hit the 9th fret, you can either finger pick the 9th fret or pick it with the plectrum. I finger pick it, generally speaking. And then pluck the 10th fret using the plectrum on the high E with a downstroke. So in context, so the entire lick slowed down. And thank you guys for watching this video. If you could take the time to hit the like button, share or subscribe to my channel, that would be mucho appreciato. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube obviously, Facebook, Twitch and now TikTok. And there will be tabs for this particular lick below. And here's hoping you guys have an amazing week. So catch you guys soon.